Hello everyone, my name is Flávio and I'm from ESCBubble, and today I'm joined by Duarte Appleton, as known as Do Nothing. Hi Duarte.
Hello, how are you?
And Duarte is going to participate in the first semi-final of Festival da Canção to be held on the 22nd of February, which is the Portuguese national final. And Duarte, so you come to participate this year with a song by Beato, and Beato was directly invited by RTP to participate. So, how do you feel to participate in such a remarkable contest in Portugal?
It feels very good, especially because I'm a small artist in Portugal. I just started I've been playing since I was 15 and I'm 23, so it's been a while, but the truth is, I guess when you start at 15, nothing is too serious, nothing is very real, although everything is very important. And my solo project Do Nothing started, I think we're going into the third year, so it feels very good. It makes the word career a bit more real, and I guess for me that's something that I never really thought about it. And I've had a few interviews with JQ and they mention my career, and it's always been, whoa, okay, they're mentioning career, it means something is starting to happen, and this feels like a good step into that direction.
How has your preparation been for the festival? Have you rehearsed a lot already? How are you doing?
We've been rehearsing for, well, since the beginning of the year, really. More seriously, we have someone working on the choreography, someone he was a ballet dancer and then he was a choreographer, and he had this amazing career. And he's helping us with everything, so it's good to see that person working, and it's a big privilege to be working with him and see how he thinks about things. And it's a little bit more contemporary than, I guess, the usual for these kind of things. And even for me, it's super different from what I'm used to do. Like nowadays I want to lose a little bit the guitar in my concerts and have something a bit more of a performance. I've always liked to connect a lot with people, but the guitar was always a safe space. And to be able to, and I guess this will be the ultimate next step to losing the guitar, which is having something to interact with and to be passing a message without only just connecting with the people. And it's been a very fun challenge.
What can we expect about your staging?
I will be alone. That's one thing that I know I can say. And then there will be a small act. I won't be having any choreographies dancing with particular moves or anything, but the idea is to pass the message of the song. They're starting to have a big gap in separation between people, and the idea is a bit to show at the end, because the song is called Sobre nós, and we're all under the same sky and we're all on the same earth. And in the end, no matter how different we all are, we're all the same. And so the idea is trying to pass that, I guess, peace in a way message.
Exactly. However, so Sobre nós actually means over us. So are you talking about any of the nowadays problems that we have in the world, or is it just like a general message that you want to convey?
It's a bit general. But then I think the good thing about something general is that this theme of the song, how everything that I just talked, it will impact people in a different way. Maybe you'll be able to push this into your life, into a particular situation, or maybe if you're like this, the whole war thing, Palestine, Ukraine, everything, maybe this affects some people a bit more directly, or it is something that's horrible, and it might touch you more that way, or it might touch you more into the whole racism and xenophobia, which I don't remember how to say it in English.
Yeah, exactly. Like the prejudice against other cultures and so on.
Yeah. But
so you can interpret it in your own way.
You can interpret it in your own way. I guess in the end, it's just that it's that thing. We're all together in this, and might as well be open and be able to share love with one another closely, because that's something that frustrates me usually, seeing people, when you meet someone that you connected with a person, you don't know that person very well, that person is super sweet, and then you hear stories about, or you see that person being super arrogant with someone just because they don't know them. And I think for me that's part of what the song is about. Because it's easy to be nice to someone that you know, or someone that you know that knows someone you know. But then if there's someone stranger in the street that does something that you don't like, and then for that you snap because you don't know that person. There's nothing, there's no strings attached. If you're a jackass to that person, it will move on. That person will go to her life and you go to yours. And for me, that's something that's super revealing, and it's important for me, at least as a person, trying to be who I am with my friends, with everyone. Obviously, not every time is as easy as it is, but I think that's a good first step for breaking this unconnected world thing and be as kind as you can always be.
If you could take also the victory in this case, what would mean for you to represent Portugal in Switzerland?
It'd be an honor. I think it's a vote of confidence, I guess. And I guess as an artist, and especially as a small artist, it's a confirmation of what you're doing. It's good.
So let's hope for the best in this case. And do you have any kind of plans for after Festival da Canção or even Eurovision if you go there, if you happen to win?
My plan is to release an album. Fully, actually, I was gonna say fully in Portuguese. The album is supposed to be fully in Portuguese, but I think I'm gonna swap one song with an interlude that will be partially in English, partially in Portuguese. And the partially in English, it's just because I've always written in English. I'm starting now to write in Portuguese. I've released 2 songs in Portuguese. But I've always dreamt, and I still dream, and I will travel the world, and ideally with music, no matter how it is, if I'm just going to collaborate with other artists, or if I'm going to play outside. I've played in Milan last year, 2 years ago, I don't remember. I think it was last year. I played in Milan, and it was super fun. And yes, my idea is just to release as much music as I can, create universes within my music, change the universe, and yeah, just release a lot.
Noted. So we are keen to see your next album. Now, like a very different question. Do you watch Eurovision usually? What does it mean for you? Do you have any preferred song from either Eurovision or Festival da Canção?
It's a funny question because I think growing up in Portugal, I'm 23, so I think Festival da Canção has had a lot of different impacts in Portugal and Portuguese throughout the time. I think earlier in the 80s, 90s to early 2000s, it had a big peak, and then it started going down, and then Salvador Sobral came back and it gave it an even bigger peak. But I remember growing up with it, so it was always something that I knew that existed, that I sometimes watched. It was never a big thing in my life. And then Salvador Sobral came in and kind of put it in my mind. But yeah, it was always, for me, it was kind of like the Olympics. I never really go, okay, I really want to watch these Olympics particular things, but every time that is on, I like to be able to see it. I'm like, okay, this is happening. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what's going on. And it's such a particular world with a particular aesthetic as well. And it's nice that it has a particular aesthetic, and sometimes people run out of it and it kind of changes the next years. And you can see, since I feel like Portugal always has been part with ballads, and then Salvador Sobral came in to step with it. And then I feel like now we still go a lot with ballads, but you can see that we're trying to run away a bit from doing what Salvador did.
Thank you so much for your time to join us.
Thank you very, very much, Flávio.
So have a nice day. See you.
Bye. See you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.